It is currently 4:46 p.m. That is the Los Angeles Police Department group stalking and amplifying the sound of helicopter activity inside of my office. That's called pacing in the path. And for a series of times I'm documenting, I'm writing the times down. You're going to look at the impossible light activity shade on this apartment building. I want to be clear. This is let's say a broad demonstration of demon possession. It's absolutely impossible light. You see it in the morning. You also see it manifesting out of nowhere in the shade. This is facilitation. We're in an environment where group stalking is underway. It is the outward evidence of what's demon possession. It's not only on the buildings. You see this illuminated areas. There's no lights on in the ground right over there. That's engineered light, impossible light activity. And it's also on the parking lots. You see this in the morning also. The entity is engaged. Also, the light source remains. In the morning also. The entity is engaged. Also, the light source. All right, this is the perfect alignment with the sun in at Alvarado Gardens at 1800 through 1818 North Alvarado Street in Los Angeles, California. You're looking at gang stalking intentionally by the people of the state using those same kids that they don't want to keep custody of. This is what the entity engages in. These are the mentally ill engaging in federal group stalking and monitoring. This is all under all circumstances, the demonic environment, the supernatural occurrence. They're also monitoring my device, and they deliberately chose to engage in the elements of monitoring through those same children that are going to be removed from their custody. Those are the demons in units 41 on a daily basis, demonstrating how unfit they are as parents, how obsessive they are, how mentally ill they are. Gang stalking. These are the ones that are remaining in Unit 41. Gang stalking with the Ontario Police by helicopter, and gang stalking with the same Ontario Police under the fake sun that's at the same time over me on this day in 2024. No, that's not the natural environment. This is gang stalking by minor children with the people of the state who are going to prison. They're going to mental asylums, and those children are being removed from their custody. They're gang stalking me via minor kids. Okay, this is P.O.C. All right, and that's not sunlight either. It's not going to occur inside of the apartment, and moving around and closing the door, walking in and out is accomplishing monitoring. All right, and doing so with the whole apartment complex, and that's the hitman leaving the apartment while she's gang stalking me with minor children. This is the contribution to delinquencies, to minors, contributing to the delinquency of minors, and that's called pacing in and out of the apartment. That's a demon that's pacing. That's mental illness exposed. This is malice and impunity, and that's impossible light on the door appearing while the demon opens and closes the door. That's not sunlight, and it's also not going to occur when you're looking at the sun that's at the same time at Alvarado Gardens in Los Angeles, and while they're riding their tricycles and starting their vehicles. Instead, she's going to prison. I already documented her gang stalking with the Ontario Police, and that's why she's going to federal prison. There's a running list of demons that are going to prison, and those that are all losing their housing benefits, and she's gang stalking with a hitman stalking in the path. I documented her gang stalking using her vehicle, stalking in the path with light under the fake sun before, and she's acting with impunity, demonstrating that's exactly where she needs to go. This is the demon in the white Audi. That's a method of stalking in the path with light. It's also a method of stalking in the path with light while you put your kids in the path under a fake sun that I'm showing you is maintaining perfect alignment with me while I'm in the apartment in Ontario, where the fake sun is present as early as 7 o'clock in the morning. And this morning it was at this same apartment, opening the front door, a 600 square foot apartment, at what is 9:53 in the morning. Okay, RGS is indeed a gang stalker, and so is AVANATH Capital Management and all the demons at the apartment complex, doing so via the demons of Unit 41, crossing paths with their kids in the engineer light, doing so by stalking in the path in their vehicles, by just keeping their foot on the brake, starting their vehicles. It's a method of stalking with light, and this is what the police, this is what the city of Ontario, this is what the government is engaging in. This is what LAPD was doing, gang stalking. Remains. It was here while LAPD was flying over my office at 11:14. It was here while I'm capturing them group stalking in a helicopter again. This ongoing pattern of this phenomenon, and then you are understanding what is the demon possessed that are stalking in that environment. So let's look at the entity that is again stalking under the fake sun by helicopter. Activity. That is the Los Angeles Police Department group stalking and amplifying the sound of helicopter activity inside of my office. That's called pacing in the path. And for a series of times I'm documenting, I'm writing the times down. You're going to look at the impossible light activity shade on this apartment building. I want to be clear. This is the LAPD is engaging in the same chronoconnic that the Ontario PD engaging with these same children, by the way. And they're doing so with the children who are being used by their parents, by the adults in their life. So I want to make sure that I document that. And I want to also make sure you get under the fake sun in perfect alignment this demon that's exhibiting impunity, who's already documented for prison. So let's get her license plate again, because this is why she's going to prison, and so is everybody in units 33 through 64 who live under a fake sun, acting with the population that comes onto the grounds with a hitman that's assigned to murder me, Tracy Banks. License 9CKS542 is going to prison. She's already on the record gang stalking with Ontario PD. She does so on a daily basis, living at a crime scene, and she's doing so with impunity, just documenting. They're all monitoring my evidence and just acting with impunity, gang stalking, ongoing. These same demons were pacing outside of the apartment in the morning out of Unit 41 with RGS at 8:56 in that video. They are admittedly engaging in gang stalking and doing so with impunity. That's stalking with light in the path. All I'm doing is pointing out the elements of monitoring. They foolishly do so when you're already exposed as gang stalking. That's called impunity. You don't even have the right to live here because the government is gang stalking me via this population. It is, again, 9CKS542. That's P.O.C. That's understanding what is stalking while the fake sun is in alignment with this patio glass door. That's in alignment with me. This is where the fake sun is over this apartment building at 7 in the morning, like you saw this morning at 9:53 in the morning. This is called light activity while they use their children to create activity monitoring a woman in a private space in violation of the Violence Against Women Act. This is called stalking in the path at the pool area. This is called surrounding. That's a demon. And that's also the sex offenders that monitor my genitalia regarding what's going on in the bathroom as well. Those are the predators. Gang stalking at Woodside Senior Apartments in Ontario, where there is nothing in common with regard to the fake sun that's setting in alignment to me at Woodside Senior Apartments and Alvarado Gardens in Los Angeles. That's the pattern of conduct of federal group stalking and monitoring. This is the prosecution of the people of the state and the prosecution of the gang stalking landlord speaker companies and AVANATH Capital Management. Acting with impunity is what you're seeing while they're pacing around. These are cockroaches in the spirit, monitoring together, surrounding with light, surrounding in the path. That's a predator. Okay, and what's going on between my legs in a bathroom, they're also monitoring that as well. They're also stalking while they're invading my privacy as a society pursuant to that as well. This is P.O.C. All right, this is criminal facilitation while the demon Tracy Banks opens and closes the door, and you saw moments ago impossible light that appeared on this wall, and now it's not there. It's not even sunlight in the first place. It's a facilitation of engineered light, okay? It is, again, 4:53 p.m. This is P.O.C. of recognizing federal group stalking and monitoring. And the demons that I'm documenting, the demon in the white vehicle, she's going to prison. Already documented her. This is impunity. That's relevant to how long she's going to prison. The demons that you see with the kids, they're going to mental asylums. This is the demon at the pool area surrounding me in the path. And you know that they're all stalking in the ways I'm pointing out because of the supernatural character of the environment as well. It's speaking of malice, and it is a government operation at the LAPD and the Ontario PD also indicate while they're stalking in that specific environment via helicopter. This is the same day, by the way, in 2024, and I'm showing you the same time, same day analysis again. This is P.O.C. It's 4:54 p.m.